We've been extremely happy with Nelly. We love traveling in her, and especially this year, we're traveling so much more. Talk about our true feelings, despite all the issues that we've had, especially in 2023, there were quite a few.
Hey everyone, Izzy and MJ from Endless RVing. We are now in season number 6 of owning our Newmar motorhome, and that has not been without trials and tribulations. Hasn't been without repairs.
But it hasn't been without a lot of joy too.
Yeah, so in this video, we're gonna give you a tour of our motorhome. We're gonna tell you what we've done in repairs, what we've done in upgrades, and what is our grade after 5 full seasons starting our 6th year. To keep this video short and sweet to the point, I'm going to give you a quick exterior. MJ's going to do an interior. We're going to show you some of the highlights and then some of the upgrades and repairs we've done. So starting right out front, 2019 Newmar Baystars at 3626 is on the Ford F53 chassis. This does have the V10. We got it before the V8 and we're super happy about that. Now we have over 32,000 miles on this engine, and as far as the engine and chassis, it has been rock solid. Right up front, one of the first things we had to repair behind here, and we'll link the video above, is going to be the leveling system. And that's kind of part due to Newmar. We believe this leveling system is directly behind the grill here, and it gets exposed to a lot of weather. After calling Equalizer Systems, they knew exactly what the issues were, and they said that should be in a weather controlled environment, meaning it should be inside a bay. So 2 issues we had a solenoid go out. We also had to replace the motor on there, both covered under our wholesale warranties, extended warranty.
But well, hang on, both crapped out at this very campground in this same site last year.
About almost a year to date. Now, as far as the build of this unit, it's been rock solid. Slides, everything has been good on here. You can see the paint is still looking really good because this just has full body paint, BASF finish, that's done in Newmar in-house, and we take really good care of it. If you want more information how we keep this paint, and she's dirty right now, just so you know, how we keep this paint looking so shiny, we're gonna link a video up above regarding how we wash our motorhome. Now, moving down on the passenger side, these come from the factory with Michelin tires. We last year changed out our tires. They were starting to get a little aged, 5 years old. We got the Toyo M154s. We also added retro band. We have been super happy with the Toyos. Anybody's out there with Michelins, you can replace with Michelins. They're significantly more expensive than the Toyos. We don't see a difference driving it. We think it's just as good. And what's crazy is that we've talked to a lot of people that have had issues with their Michelins, and they have also upgraded to Toyos. And then you can see up above, we have the awning. It's not fully extended, but it will come out to probably about here. That comes with another issue. Our awning motor went out. That was also covered under wholesale warranty. That went out last year. We had a lot of issues in 2023, just kind of wear and tear items, things we've had to replace, but that was fixed also. Let's continue down on the passenger side and show you some of the upgrades. I have the little paper towel in my pocket here. So let's go into one of our bays here. This is bay number 2, bay number 3. You can see some of the things we have in here. You notice that we do have a Victron Multi Plus 2 3000 watt inverter. That was a huge upgrade, a great upgrade. And that goes hand in hand with over here, which is going to be our Battleborn lithium battery setup. 600 amp hours of lithium from Battleborn. And this has really been great. On our way down here, we stayed at a Cracker Barrel. We don't have to run the generator overnight. We had the heat going, we had chargers, internet, all was good. Went to bed, got up in the morning, we're still like 60%. It's pretty awesome. You also notice over here, these tubes, these are Protang fire suppression. That's also an upgrade. We did a video on that. We'll link it above, but we have that strategically placed throughout the whole motorhome because fires are a big deal on motorhomes and we don't want to fall victim to a fire. And if you haven't seen one of these units before, here are some extra bays here. We have a bunch of stuff that we carry with us. Plenty of room in here. Like, we don't have a need for room. Like, there's plenty of room in here. Now let's go around the back and we'll show you some of our other upgrades. NSA tow bar, we do flat tow a 2000 Mustang. If anybody's wondering if you can flat tow a Mustang, at least a 2005 speed, you can. We have well over 15,000 miles with 0 issues. That was kind of like a crapshoot. We didn't know. We're just like, well, if it doesn't work, then I guess we're going to junk the Mustang.
Well, because the car was so cheap when we bought it, right?
I paid $2,300 for this, and I'm like, it's going to be way cheaper just to test this out, and if it doesn't work, like whatever, we'll get another car that we know does work. But it has worked, so just to let you know. Now continuing down on the driver's side, let's open up the next bay. One of the things that is not on here, power door, bay door lock, so that kind of sucks, but there is our transfer switch, power cable. It is not on a power reel. That's pretty terrible, but you can see the power cable still in really good shape. Let's just quickly show you. Here's a little extra storage. If you can see, it's almost like a quasi pass-through. Keep all our hoses in there. Here's our wet bay. Everything works so far. It's all been good. Nothing special there. 4-slide coach, 2 on the driver's side, 2 on the passenger side. Moving on to our next upgrade. We've had this upgrade for 5 years, guys. This is the Truma AquaGo tankless water heater. It's awesome. It gives us endless hot water. As long as you have propane, as long as you have water, it works and it's great. Let's continue down on the driver's side. Not much to see here. You have bay number 1 there is going to be your propane. You have a 5500 generator on the next bay. This bay over here is where the old chassis battery, old house batteries were. Now, if you see, that's an air compressor, and that air compressor is for our train horn, which if you didn't watch that video, we'll link that video above. That was an upgrade that I had to have. It's a lot of fun, guys. You could see the horn.
Toys.
You see the horn there? If you want to wake somebody up on the roadway, if they're not paying attention, just give them a little blast of that. They will wake up.
We don't blast people when they're close, but on the roadway, we've avoided a couple incidents.
Yeah, before we go inside, let me show you one other upgrade that we have. Our jack pads do have shoes on them. That's going to be RV snap pads, which we've had since day 1 of our motorhome. Before we even had a channel, before they were a sponsor of the video, those are the original set of snap pads. They've been great. Time to pay the bills, guys. And this video is sponsored by Matt's RV Reviews Liquefy. We do keep a bunch of this on board. And what is Liquefied, hun? Tell everybody that doesn't know.
It is a black tank toilet treatment, enzyme based. This is going to break down your waste, or feces, as Jason likes to say when he talks about it. Break down your waste so it comes, down your hose, all broken.
Like liquid.
It is. It does what its name says, and it comes in 2 different colors, flavors, I like to say. So you've got the orange, and then you have lavender as well. You have the liquid, and then you also have the pods.
Yep. Show one of those pods there. Just drop in.
Here's a pod.
And all you got to do is 1 to 2 ounces of this in your 40-gallon tank. It's going to control the odors. It's going to liquefy everything. It is enzyme based. It is made in the USA, right out in Indiana, and is a small business because Matt owns and runs that company, and he's taken the industry by storm. So if you want more information about this, or if you want to order your Liquefy, we're going to put our link down below, or you can go to Matt's RV Reviews and order from there.
So we're inside now. We've done a lot inside to make things better for travel for us. So here's our cockpit, which is great, nothing spectacular. We've made a bunch of changes in here though. So over there, this is actually our newest one. You'll see our Garmin GPS. We just picked that up at the Florida RV Super Show in January. We'll be doing a separate review on that.
Why did we get that?
We got that because the one that comes stock on here is really terrible, unfortunately. It's quite outdated, and it was constantly crashing and everything else. So we got this. If you watch one of our vlogs, the first time we used it, we had a little rough time, but it's gotten much better since then. So that has been a good upgrade. We have the Tire Minder TPMS right underneath there. And then over here, guys, we have our LevelMate Pro, which makes leveling a snap. We love that. We've had that for a couple years also. And then we have our liquid spring suspension, which if you watch our channel, we've had that for years. One of the best things we've ever done. It makes riding a gas motorhome feel like a diesel. You can disagree, but it does, and it has really, really been great. We have our Halo View cameras here. We added some cameras, so we have a good view of everything that's going on outside the motorhome. If you noticed when we were outside, you probably couldn't see inside, and that's because we have the MagnaShade, which that's not a sponsored product, but I actually got that for Izzy for his birthday 2 seasons ago, I think. That is the best thing ever. So you can see out, but people can't see in at night. You can start to see in a little bit, but that is great. Put in the comments below if you have a MagnaShade. I know a lot of people have them. Super awesome upgrade, so we love that.
More importantly, is it tremendously cuts down the amount of heat coming in.
Absolutely. So if you step up there without that, it kind of drops like 10 degrees once that's up there. It makes a huge difference. And up here is where we keep our whole control center, our internet setup, our Nest cams. I'm going to let Izzy, the geek, talk just real quick about what we have there. And that continues to develop.
So we did a full video on our latest setup. We'll link it above, but we've been kind of using the same setup for like 3 years now, and it consists of a dedicated router. We upgrade that every year because technology gets better. It's really cheap to upgrade them, but it's going to be a dedicated router with a roof mounted antenna that we've had that set up for a very long time. And even here we have 1 bar. We're still able to download and upload videos. It takes a little bit longer, but right now we're getting speeds on average with 5 bars on AT&T about 150 to 200 down, and then at T-Mobile we'll get 400 plus down. So it really depends on the location, but it's worked out really well for us.
Then let's talk about the furniture. We've recently, within the last year or so, changed out our...
It's been 2 years now. Yeah, it's been 2 years.
Oh my gosh, wow. Time flies. Anyway, so we used to have a jackknife sofa on both sides, and that was just not working for us, and we'll get to the reason why in a minute. We've always wanted theater seats. We didn't get them when we first got it, but we upgraded to Thomas Paine theater seats, which we absolutely love. They're just the greatest, super comfortable. You can, plop yourself in front of the TV on a rainy day. It's just really, really great. One of the biggest reasons we switched the jackknife to the trifold is this tall drink of water right here. So when we first got Nellie, Jason fit on the jackknife, no problem. What's hilarious is Izzy had to step back to get you into the screen. You had started then slowly getting into fetal position each season.
And then I sprouted into a giant, and then we had to change everything.
Right, so we got the jackknife sofa here because Jason is close to 6'5". Trifold works perfectly for him. His feet still dangle off, but it's way better than the jackknife, so we make that work. Thank you, darling.
Welcome.
So nothing in the kitchen, the galley area has really changed. We have our dinette here. We do like this. As you can see up here, we're able to put a lot of different things. When we do our work, we keep our computers there. Favorite game that Jason and I play. Anybody play Yahtzee? Put it in the comments below. It's one of our favorites. And then we have our kitchen area. A decent amount of space. I would like more, and our next motorhome would be great to have just a little bit more cooking space because we do like to cook when we're here. Great convection oven, which we love. This is refrigerator number 4? 3. See, I'm already getting ready for the next time it breaks. So,
yeah, probably 6 months before it breaks again.
Yeah. So the Whirlpool, we just have not had good luck with these. This is our 3rd one. We've gotten really good at taking it out, getting it. We could open a business doing that. So hopefully this one will last a little bit longer. Then we move over here and we have our Govee temperature monitor, which again, when the dogs are with us, which this season coming up, we're going to be doing a lot of traveling with them. We're able to see what the temperature is when we are not on there. You can see from your phone, which is really, really good. So you're able to monitor that. It sends you alerts if it goes too hot or too cold, so you know what's going on with your pets.
The other thing that's really good about the Govee, I have one down by the water pump, same as this one. So we have been cold weather camping more. This is probably the 4th time we're out, but when we left this first night, it was down to about 20 degrees, and then we were down in Virginia a couple of months ago, it was 14 degrees. So I'm able to monitor down in the basement, in the bays, what's the temperature. To answer the next question, this is a 4-season coach. This is a true 4-season coach. We've been out 12 degrees has been the lowest. Those bays have never been below 55 as long as you run the furnace. So we have been out in very cold weather. The insulation on the Newmar is a big deal because they use residential fiberglass insulation as well as foam insulation. It's very well insulated.
And then back here, we really haven't done much change. We have our bathroom. The bathroom is the smallest room on here, obviously, because we have a huge living area. So the shower and everything, it's a little compact in here, but it works for us. It does the job. In here, we have a great closet, and it is prepped for washer dryer. We decided not to get that. We used it as a closet. This is where Jason hangs his clothes and stuff when we travel. So, but you could more than able to get that washer dryer if you wanted to do that. Now we're in the bedroom. This is Izzy's favorite room, not because, why you would think, because it's got carpet all over the floor. It's Izzy's favorite part. And if you know our channel, you know I am full of crap. So no, this is a fully carpeted room. Izzy looks forward to the day that we don't have that. I happen to like it. I like a little softness under my feet. So we have in here the upgrades that we have done. We have a RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding Mattress. We've had this now for 3 years, I think 3 years, and it's been wonderful. So much more comfortable than the stock mattress that came with the motorhome, and it's great. And on here, we actually have our beddies, which we have at home and we have here, and it's just the best thing ever. You just unzip and climb in, and there's no struggling with the making of the bed. That's like one of the hardest things, guys, right on that RV. Everybody's out of breath after just doing it. This makes it really, really easy. All right, let's talk about our true feelings about Nellie. So despite all the issues that we've had, especially in 2023, there were quite a few. Most of them were not
Newmar related.
Newmar based. Some, slightly, but
no, as far as the build quality, we've never had leaks in here. We've never had like all our cabinets not fall. We've watched a lot of other YouTubers with things just falling apart. Everything in here has been rock solid. A lot of the issues we've had have just been wear and tear, third-party issues. Two of the big ones were kind of caused by Newmar. One we didn't mention outside were the lines going into here. Both the water lines have cracked, and that's because they're those flexible lines, and they really should have used like steel-braided lines, so that's a knock on Newmar.
That's a Newmar problem, yeah.
And then as far as the levelers failed. Is there a way to know if they failed because they were exposed to the weather? I mean, that's what equalizer system says.
Yeah.
But it is an equalizer system product. So it really wasn't a Newmar failure, although maybe they should have installed it in a different place. Since then, we've just covered them with plastic bags.
And it's been good.
Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Regarding any other Newmar issues, there have not been any.
Just the fuel pump.
That was a Ford issue. That's not a Newmar issue. That's a Ford issue.
Yeah, so I mean,
that was a $45 part. It was a lot of time to figure that out, but that was a $45 part.
Because a lot of people say, why you want to get another Newmar? Because we talk about, maybe getting another Newmar. Again, it really hasn't been bad. We've been extremely, extremely happy with Nellie. Very happy. We love traveling in her, and especially this year, we're traveling so much more, pretty much all year. Each month we've been out in the cold. She's been phenomenal in the cold. It's been really, really good.
So what is the overall grade that we would give this motorhome? You can give your grade, I'll give my grade.
I'm going to say an A-.
I'll give it a B+, simply because certain little things that would, maybe save a little bit of money, but you really should. This is considered high-end, right? Even if it's a gas motorhome, Newmar is considered a high-end motorhome. This is a $260,000 motorhome
now. It is, yeah.
Which is crazy. So use stainless steel lines, right? It's not that big of a deal. And then regarding like if you can install those jacks, reservoirs, and pump, put it inside. Maybe you have to use a little more
cover it
wiring.
somehow, or
Maybe that take a little more time, but it's going to save the consumer a lot of time. So in the comments below, let us know, what do you think about this motorhome? And what has been your experience with the RV? Also, more importantly, our viewers want to know, because people are always looking for different RVs.
Learn from each other.
Maybe like videos like this to the left of us, we'll put our RV tourist playlist, we'll put our RV newbies playlist, and for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll
See you on the road.